So what's up everyone, and welcome to our little Wednesday side hustle event night. Thank you guys so much for jumping on. I'm Benny, 25 years old this year, originally from a little town called Paikakiriki in New Zealand. I had about 2,000 people down there. Living on the Gold Coast, Australia now. Me and my beautiful fiance are lucky enough to just have got back, I couldn't say just, I guess, maybe 2 months ago from LA, Coachella, Vegas. We have an epic time. And honestly, the way we did that was through this little side hustle we got going on. This little online business that we run from our phones. So I'm sure most of you guys have been wondering about what is, I don't know if you've seen Rebels with a Cause or Limitless Life or Lady Boss Academy or this little side hustle thing going on. So tonight's all about just showing you guys what we're up to. Honestly, it might be for you, it might not be. It's cool either way. But, okay, so first of all, raise your hand if you got a cell phone. Who on the call has a cell phone? Yeah? Who on the call uses it at least 5 times a day? At least. Yeah? Okay, well, is everyone all right with us sharing our way to make money from our cell phones? We're cool with that? Yeah? Sweet. Awesome. Okay, so, look, our cell phones can do pretty damn cool things nowadays, right? We've got Uber. I just downloaded Uber Eats like a month back, smashed all my money. But do you know what I mean? Like, we have amazing things we can do on phones and apps now. You can run your own little company from Uber, right? You can people posting pictures on Instagram and making thousands of dollars. Airbnb, you can rent out your whole house from your phone. We're none of these companies, okay? This isn't like a crazy Uber meeting, but we do have a couple of things in common with Uber and these bigger companies. So Uber, they have a product or a service, right? And they drop you off where you want to be, right? A little taxi. And they also offer a business opportunity to people. You can start your own little taxi company or your own little taxi business, work from where you want, when you want, and make the amount of money that you'd like to make depending on how much work you want to put in. So we offer the same, right? We have a product and we also have a business opportunity, and we're damn proud of both. So to start off with, my beautiful fiance, Renee, is going to talk a little bit about the product and why we're so stoked about it, how damn cool it is. And then we're going to go a bit into the business side of things, how it works, how we actually make money from our cell phone, and how we can do it from 28 different countries in the world. It's pretty damn cool. So I'm going to pass it over to Renee. She's going to kick it off for us, and hope you guys enjoy.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. So, hey guys, my name is Renee. I am 24 years old. I have been on the product, which Ben was just mentioning about, called Juice Plus. I've been on the product for about coming up 8 months now. And prior to Juice Plus being in my life, I just had really bad anxiety. So I was definitely the type of girl that was definitely image driven. I wanted everyone to think I was cool. So having anxiety to me was just really, really embarrassing. It was something I was super ashamed of and just really didn't want to tell people because I didn't want to be uncool. So I pretty much only told my best friend and my mum. And I guess I was lucky in a sense because my anxiety only came at night. Or it seemed to only really come bad at night. So it would literally be when I'm trying to get to sleep and I'd just be overthinking about everything that happened throughout the day and how people reacted and what I said, and I'd just be tossing and turning and I'd work myself up into a panic, so much so that I just wouldn't be able to sleep, and you get a bit blurry vision and you start to sweat up and everything, and before I know it, it's 6 o'clock in the morning and I have to go to work in like an hour. And that day at work is literally just me being a mute. I felt like a zombie. And everyone would always be like, because I'm normally quite bubbly, everyone would always be like, are you okay? Are you all right? Are you going to cry? And I don't know anyone else on this call, but when you're quite fragile and then someone says to you, are you okay? It's like, oh my God, stop. I'm going to break down right now. And so that's kind of the cycle that I went through. When my partner first came to me with these products, I'm not going to lie, I was just like, what the hell is this? How can this benefit me? No thanks. That was until he told me about these amazing sleeps that he was having. And because of that, I really thought, well, this could just help me get, a little bit more sleep and maybe operate a little bit better the next day. So I jumped on, and yeah, within 2 weeks, I can say, cool, I was having better sleeps. I was having more consistent sleeps, I guess. But the biggest thing that actually changed for me, and what's really changed my whole life, is that after 4 months of being on the product, I really looked back and I was like, holy shit. I was like, Ben, I've hardly had any anxiety, you know, and that was a massive thing for me. And what it really did is it made me just start caring about other people that might be hiding something as well. Not necessarily anxiety or depression, but just hiding something, you know, hiding a part of them. And so I really just wanted to go help those people. And I thought that I'd found a product that, you know, had worked for me, and I just really wanted to show it to other people. So I literally just talked to my friends and my family, my workmates, and I just started giving a shit. You know, why did you take that day off work? Oh, how are you? What's wrong? How's your health? Oh, why is it like that? What are you struggling with at the moment? And honestly, guys, the conversations that I had were so sad, because everyone has something. Everyone had something, whether it was acne scars, you know, or it was eczema all over their body, you know, and they were hiding it, hiding the steroid cream, hiding the pain away, you know, and then, yeah, asthma and anxiety and depression, and people were using antidepressants to really just block it all out. You know, above that, everyone knew someone who was fighting cancer or breast cancer or had diabetes or high blood pressure. You know, it was like something, it was irritable bowel syndrome, stuff I'd never even heard of before. I mean, I ask you guys on this call now, do you know someone that's suffering with some of the conditions that I just mentioned? It's crazy to see the amount of hands up right now. You know, for me, that really, like, it shook me, because I was like, oh, I thought getting healthy was like the cool thing. I thought I'd missed that train. You know, I thought that's what everyone was doing now. But when I look into my little world, everyone was getting sicker. There was more prescribed medication being taken. So I really started thinking, like, why is this happening? Right? It's 2017. We have access to so much information, so much more than our parents ever did. We can go on Google, Instagram, Facebook. We can look up how to lose weight, how to look healthy, how to get better skin, how to prevent a cold. All this information is available to us. You go to the doctors, nutritionists, naturopaths, gyms, wellness centers. They all tell you the top 3 things to be healthy. Drink more water, do more exercise, and eat more fruits and veggies. So if I only have to do 3 things in life to be healthy, why am I not doing them? Why are we not doing them? Why are my friends and family and workmates not doing them? You know, and what I've learned through this journey and through the conversations that I've had with some awesome people is it comes down to 2 things. The first thing is that we're really not educated about the food we eat. I mean, my food knowledge was eat more food, get fat, eat less food, get skinny. That was all I knew. And then the second thing I think it comes down to is convenience. Like, there's so many fast food options out there. Why would I try and make kale and spinach and broccoli taste good? You know, so I think it comes down to convenience. And what I love about this product is it literally takes what we're currently doing to our bodies and what we probably know we should be doing, and it bridges that gap in a really simple, easy, convenient now kind of way. So what is it? Well, it's literally just a variety of 30 different fruits, veggies, and berries dehydrated down and popped into a vegan capsule. So these are the bad boys right here. So you got your fruits, your veggies, and your berries. And I pop 2 of these bad boys every single day. The amazing thing is you can read every single thing on the back. So this one is like carrot, cabbage, kale, broccoli. I mean, you name it, it's probably got it. Blackberry, elderberry, I don't even know what that is. You know what I mean? So the best thing about these products is you can actually sponsor a child for free, which I think is amazing, because if we're not eating the right stuff, then they sure as hell ain't. So what the children get, which is completely free, is the chewables. So as you can see, these are empty because they are so yummy. They literally taste like gummy lollies, except they're veggies. So that's awesome. The last product that we have is our complete shakes. So these are the bad boys here. And I ask everyone to be really honest now. Who is a breakfast skipper on this call right now? I see you. I see you putting your hand up. And it is all good, because ours is exactly the same. So what I love about these is you literally just shake them with water and they taste like chocolate or vanilla. They are so yummy. And they have things, honestly, in them like spirulina, radish, organic, armamapala. I can't even say that one, but you know what I mean. There's loads of vegetables in there. So they're called our complete shakes because they are just a perfect little complete meal. They got good fats, good proteins, and everything in them. So I really love them. So these products have honestly been around for like 25 years. So you can imagine there is tons and tons of research. I personally have never been a research type of gal, but some of the things that are coming out about this, especially reversing some of the conditions I mentioned before, are so cool. So if you need the research side of things, we definitely have it there. We also have about 300,000 testimonials about this. We have a whole page dedicated to all that. And at the moment, there's about 30 gold standard reviews about what this has done. So we're constantly trying to improve, constantly showing results and everything like that. But for me, it really does come down to the stories. I mean, I resonate with stories so much. So I'm going to pass over to my beautiful friend Eshna, and I know she's so excited to share her story and what these products have done for her.
That's awesome. Thanks, Renee. And I absolutely love your story. I can really resonate with that. I actually was that girl who had Macca's on the daily. I didn't care about my health. I thought it was cool to be unhealthy. You know, I was so bad, and it really comes down to education or anything about what I was putting in my body. And I'm the kind of person that I eat whatever I want and I don't put on weight. So I just took advantage of that. But what was happening to me was my energy was so crap. So I do long hours at work. By the time I come home, my energy was crap. I was grumpy. And I couldn't be bothered to see my family, my friends. I was so lazy. So when I actually started on the capsules and the shakes because I was a breakfast skipper as well. And for me, the first few things I actually noticed was my energy started being amazing again. I know when I was back in high school, I had a lot of energy. I was that crazy girl, you know, the one that couldn't shut up. And then now I started becoming that girl that wasn't bothered. I was so tired. I'm so old inside. So now I'm starting to become a bit more crazy again, which is awesome because I felt like I lost myself. It's when you get into the 9 to 5, which is not even 9 to 5 anymore. It's 9 to 6, 9 to 7, 9 to 8. You just have no life. And I don't have time to make amazing salads every day. I don't have time to do that. So for me, having those capsules is a massive help. I've actually got the energy to enjoy gym now. I used to be that girl who went to gym and walked on the treadmill for 10 minutes and said, you know what, I'm done. Which is crazy, but I did that. Now I actually enjoy working out. People are noticing the changes in my body. My skin's looking amazing. I don't wear foundation every day anymore. My hair's growing like crazy. My nails growing, which is weird and crazy. But I'm just seeing these amazing things which fruit and vegetables are doing for me. And it's crazy because they're just fruit and veggies, right? So, and I did the same thing as Renee. I started telling people about what I've started taking. Actually, one of my best friends' mom, she's got a heart condition and she's always been sick for as long as I know. And even today, she had surgery today. That's, she's just always in and out of hospital. So she's recently started taking the capsules herself, and my friend and myself, we've actually never seen her have so much energy before. She's actually a happier person. She's loving life. She can actually move around and do housework and do things, whereas before she'd be yelling at my friend and going, just bossing her around, doing things. But now she's actually a machine. Like, she does everything herself. Like, she's become independent again, it's crazy because, not only have I helped myself, but I've been able to help my best friend's mom that couldn't do much. And that's what I love about Juice Plus. So I think it's off to Matt now.
Thank you. Yeah, it's my turn now. As you can see, I'm a massive supporter. No, I haven't taken this cap off since I got back from Gold Coast. It's just glued to my head. But a little bit about me and where my life was before getting introduced to Juice Plus. I'm 24 years old. And I've been on the products for just over 2.5 years now. And to be honest, before I got introduced, my life was what I would call rock bottom. Back in 2013, I had a serious accident at work and broke both vertebrae in my back. So my whole life kind of got turned upside down from what I was doing, and all my hobbies and all that kind of stuff. So I was kind of bedridden and stuck at home, which kind of set me in this massive spiral of anxiety and depression, which then led to just poor diet. It was just getting worse and worse. And then, I was like everyone else has kind of spoken, I was a Macca's eater maybe about 3 times a day, $60 a day usually. And had a real poor diet. So I also had real bad skin, and my energy levels were just through the floor, honestly. Like, I had brain fog, chronic fatigue. Doctors couldn't work out what was wrong with me. And I also had a liver toxicity disease called Gilbert syndrome, which pretty much caused those symptoms I was talking about, the chronic fatigue and stuff like that. So when a friend approached me about this product and business, and I was like, yo, this just makes sense. I eat a crap diet. I had this concept like, if I'm not fat, I'm healthy. But I clearly wasn't, because I had all these problems. So I said yes to the product, and honestly, I experienced a bit of a detox at the start. Not to put you off, but I was pretty unhealthy, and I pushed through it for the first 2 weeks. And once I got past that, like within week 3, week 4, I noticed my energy level starting to lift, the brain fog starting to disappear, and I was just over the moon with just that. But then as months went on, my skin started to clear up, and I noticed I started drinking a lot more water, and then I started to make healthier choices. So instead of going to Macca's 3 times a day, it was once a day, and then I kind of subsided to Subway, started eating Tierran's home-cooked meals, and yeah, from there, I eat a pretty good plant-based diet now. It's pretty much 80% plant-based now. And then what was most amazing was my blood results with my liver toxicity disease it was getting that high before this product that the doctors were getting extremely worried about me. They were actually looking for cancer of my liver, pancreas problems, all that, putting me through all these CAT scans and dye scans and MRIs, and it just scared the shit out of me. It was no good for my anxiety either. But my story's pretty long. But I went to the doctor, was it late last year? It was November last year, and his jaw just hit the ground. He couldn't believe it. Like, honestly, my bloods had gone from like sky high with this certain chemical right down back into normal range, and it hadn't been normal since I was 14 years old. So he was just like, whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. That's amazing. And I was just blown away, because my father has it, my brother has it. It's kind of a thing that's in our family, and for me to get it right back down there just was amazing. So and then the best thing of all as well was the anxiety and depression just slowly disappeared over time. Like, I don't suffer from it at all now. And yeah, so if you want the full version of my story, just jump on Amazon and buy my book. It's only $50. So yeah, but yeah, I'm going to pass it back to Benny.
What's up, man? Man, I love your story, and I'm not buying your book, bro. $50 way too much. Nah, just kidding, brother. I'm about to pass it on to Tamara, who's going to talk a little bit about our business compared to a normal business structure, and like the normal job that I worked in all my life and that most people work in. So, hit it, Tamara.
Hi, everyone. So yeah, my name is Tamara. And I'm really excited to be sharing a little bit about the business. You've heard obviously a little bit about the products, and they're amazing. I swear by them. I have been taking them for 4 months now, and just to say that they've changed my health would be an understatement. So absolutely in love with them. So just to tell you a little bit about me, I currently work in a call center, 8 to 5, Monday to Friday. I'm sure plenty of you can resonate. I'm commuting to work every morning and evening on the train, and I'm spending about, 8 to 9 hours doing something that isn't really fulfilling. And, I'm working on someone else's dream, which isn't something that I plan to do for very much longer. So just to show you a bit about my current work situation, it looks a little bit like this. So yeah, crooked triangle. At the top is a CEO, and as most things, they have different levels, and little old Tamara is down here at the very bottom. I've been in the same role for 18 months now, and to be honest, to get any further up this business structure, I'm either going to need to be there for another 10 years, or I'm going to have to compete with my colleagues to get the next promotion. And to be honest, I'd rather choose friendship over a promotion. It's just money. But what I love is that with this business, we turn that upside down. So it looks a little bit like this, and we start at the bottom. So we start as a virtual franchise. there's plenty of different levels, and at the top is NMD. So that stands for National Marketing Director. And what I love is that there is unlimited spots at the top. So, if you want it, you can get it, and you don't have to compete with your friends. The only way you can actually get there is if you help people along the way, and if you link arms with others and, get them up that scale as well. So in the last 4 months, I've met so many amazing people. A lot of them are on this call at the moment, and we've traveled together, we've partied together, eat a bunch of food, Uber Eats, like Ben said, and it's been amazing. So this business is much better than any other that I've seen. So I'm really pumped for you guys to find out a little bit more about it. So yeah, I think I'm handing it back to Ben.
Yeah, sure, homie. The first time it's sharing properly about the business, so you did absolutely amazing. And boom, I got my whiteboard too. What's up? But look, I'm going to explain a little bit about look, when I first started this business, okay, I'm kind of like a guy who goes all in, and I get really excited. But there were two big questions that I had. First thing was, okay, so there's a product. Does that mean I have to sell to people? And does that mean I have to chase people down and become that dude that people are avoiding? Because here comes Ben with his Juice Plus capsules. I was never going to be there. Didn't want to be like that uncool kind of guy. And the second question was, okay, do I have to know a lot of people? I hadn't lived on the Gold Coast very long, guys, a year and a bit. And most of my friends, we used to just get pissed all day. So I didn't know many people, right? I'm going to show you how this business really works. Okay, look, with my pen that barely works, there's a circle and there's Benny. Benny started by himself, man. I was all lonesome. I was just talking to myself in third person. That was pretty weird. The first person I introduced to my business was my beautiful sister, Kate. And all I said to her was, look, I don't really understand this thing, but this is really cool. They showed me how I can make some cool money. You'll see that later. And I'm really excited because I hate working for other people. She said, oh, sweet, I'm coming to have a look. I'll take a look. She absolutely loved it. She introduced it to her friend, Sarah. And then Sarah did the same thing. We just taught Sarah exactly the same thing. You go out, you find a couple of people, share it with them, really chill, get them to watch an event. Come along. Sarah introduced it to her friend, Ali. Ali introduced it to her friend, Corey Jazz. Corey Jazz introduced it to her friend, Liz. Now, look, there's 4 people. I didn't even know Sarah before I started this business. And now there's 4 other people in my business, and it's going crazy. Get a new pen? Yeah, thanks, Samara. Middle of a presentation, mate. Just kidding, guys. But look, 4 people in my business that I didn't know, and I tell you what, I did not sell to my sister. I told, those were the exact words. I don't even know how to explain this. Come and have a look. It might be for you. But I'll show you where the magic happens, guys. Just so that Kate reaches out to a couple more, and so do I. And these people reach out to a couple more, and these people reach out. You get where I'm going. There's little faces popping up everywhere, all these different names. Now, look, who knows who Justin Bieber is? Put your hand up, right? Everyone knows who Justin Bieber is? Yeah, keep your hand up if you've watched his first video, Baby, on YouTube. Yeah, almost everyone. I'm pretty sure you all have, let's be honest. So that has 1.5 billion views, guys. Ridiculous. It probably has more now. But do we honestly think that Justin Bieber went out there and shared it with 1.5 billion himself? I walked out there with his USB CD, sent out links. It's impossible, right? What did he do? He used social media. He used online. And he shared it with a couple of people. And then they shared it with their friends. They shared it with their friends and their friends and their friends. Until, boom, JB's killing it now, as you probably see. He's making tons of money, even from YouTube paying a ton of money. And I'll let you in on a little secret, guys. You don't need to be Justin Bieber to do well at this business, okay? You don't need to be a pretty white boy singer. But that's because you don't actually have to create anything, right? Justin Bieber created this cool video, yeah. But in our business, you get everything. You start with us and you get a business model that's tried and proven. It's worked for thousands upon thousands of other people, and you get it all. You get a product that's backed by tons of research, man. I smash about 5 of those shakes a day, by the way. And then you get people to guide you every single step of the way. It's like a can't fail business. It's super simple. And if you think that YouTube pays a lot of money, wait till you see this business. That's killer. I'm going to chuck it to my main man, Jaron, and he's going to explain a little bit about how we actually get paid, because I bet you're all like, hurry up and get to that. So, Jaron, man, take it away.
Thanks, Benny. Always love Benny's energy. It's awesome, especially on hump day. So, hey, guys. So, my name's Jaron. I've been in the Juice Plus business for a little while now. It's probably close to 2 years now. I honestly can say time flies when you're having fun, right? And so I was originally introduced by a workmate. I'm very, very skeptical. I have been a health coach and a personal trainer for close to 10 years. So I'd seen a lot of things. And so I've, been in the industry and was very, very skeptical. But originally I thought it was juice because it was called Juice Plus. So I didn't really look into it. Fast forward a little bit down the track, and when I looked into it, I realized what it really was. It's just fruit and veg. I'm from a very holistic. I have a very holistic background. My family are very holistic. I'm from Byron Bay, if you know where that is. And my parents were, always just on about just eat more fruits and vegetables. You don't need to take anything, and you'll be okay. And so when I really looked into this, it just made sense, right? So we went along to an event. Brought the other half. I was still super skeptical, and she said yes. She's like, "Yep, we're doing it." I was still like, "I don't know about this." Look, it's definitely been the best thing that we've ever done. Fast forward, as I said, 2 years on, what both of us work 2 days a week in our, jobs, and my traditional business, and life's pretty good. But I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how we get paid. And one of the awesome things about how we get paid is we get paid 3 ways. I'm just going to adjust the camera a little bit. And so one of the first ones is called retail profit. And retail is basically when you connect the customer with the company, and the company puts money in your bank account for doing it. Super simple. The next one is called commission. Commission is basically where you, basically what Ben was talking about. You help and teach other people how to do this business, and you get rewarded for doing that. Pretty cool, right? Next one is bonuses. Bonus is the fun money. This is the now money. It's the money that we get paid right now. And I'm going to share a little bit about them right now. Those two, if you want to learn a little bit more about them, please reach out to the person that invited you along, and they can share about that. So one of the very first levels is called STVF. Don't worry about what they stand for. Yeah, it's STVF. And when you get there, you get a $400 bonus. And the person that taught you gets a $400 bonus as well. Just going to skim through these. The next one is SC. When you get there, you get a $600 bonus. And the same thing here. The person that taught you also gets a $600 bonus as well. Pretty cool, right? Next level is SSC. And when you get there, you get a $1,200 bonus. I get a $1,200 bonus because Belle, who's just sitting right there, made SSC, which is pretty damn cool. So next one is Q, QNMD. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. I have to spell that out. When you get there, you get a $1,500 bonus. And the person that taught you the same thing, they also get a $1,500 bonus. And the last level, one of our pinnacle positions, is called NMD. And the person that taught you has definitely been earning enough by now. So you just get a nice $3,000 bonus. Yeah, it's pretty damn cool. When you get to that position, guys, you're probably expecting between an $80,000 to $100,000 residual income. Not sure if you know too much about it, residual income, but basically what they say is $1 of wages equals $4 of residual income. So that's pretty damn cool, right? So that's when you go to work, or if you don't go to work, you still get that money paid, which is pretty cool. I'm going to share some little stories. I believe Kate's going to share, and she is at this level. And take it away, Kate. You there?
Thank you so much. Sorry, I was just trying to take it off mute. Now, I'm just going to warn you all in advance. I have a little sidekick here with me who usually wouldn't be with me at this time, but his dad's a little late to get home, and I'm literally throwing these lollies into his mouth like no tomorrow to try to keep him quiet. So we'll see how we go. But we're not literally lollies. But so a little bit about me. I'm Kate, and when this business came into my life, it would have been about maybe a year and a half ago, maybe a little longer than that. And at the time, my partner was trying to run his own business. I was a new mum. Bobby, who's next to me, was only about 3 months old at the time. And financially, we were honestly in the worst place. My headspace wasn't in a good place either because life was such a struggle and I had a new baby and I was trying to figure out how the hell to be a mum. So we were looking at going back. I was looking at going back to work, and the thought of that freaked me out so much. Not only obviously because I'd have to leave him, that was the biggest, but I didn't want to go back into that life of bank life where I was. I didn't enjoy it. I love to travel, and there's so many things I love to do with my life, and I was feeling like I wasn't getting any of that anymore. Being at home with him, and I didn't know how I was going to get it. So when Ben came to me with this, I was freaked out at the idea because I'm super shy. So I was scared, but I thought, you know what, I've got nothing to lose. I'm going to give it a go. I can't keep going the way I am. And if I don't change anything at all, then this is pretty much going to be us forever. So now, coming on a year and a half, I am fully at home with my son now. I said no to going back to the bank after maternity leave. I have been able to go to Bali and travel to Melbourne, and I go back to New Zealand whenever I want to go back. And I'm able to, do that for my family now and actually contribute as a mum as well. So I absolutely love this business. I'm excited for what's next. So yeah, thanks guys. I'll flick it back. I'm not sure who's next, but I'll pass it on.
Thanks, Kate. Jaren's just gone to put dinner on, but I'm going to share my story as well, guys. So my name's Belle. I am really excited because I just got one of those levels today. I got SSC, which means that I got a $1,200 bonus. And my boyfriend, Jaren, who introduced me to this business, he also got a $1,200 bonus. And I also taught an SDVF, how to get to SDVF, which means I got a $400 bonus. So, this business is incredible, and I'm super excited to share it with more people because it's honestly changed my life. When I was introduced to this business 2 years ago, I had just finished studying psychology at uni. I thought I was doing the right thing, going down that path of getting a good education, going to uni, getting a good job and setting myself up for life. But, a few months into working, I was like, this is shit. Is this really what life is all about? Like, I was working, so many hours, 50 hours a week. I was missing out on like special things that were happening with my family and birthdays and things like that. And I just thought, I've signed my life away and I'm going to be sitting in this shitty job, pretty much building someone else's dream and, not ever doing anything for myself. So when this business came along, it was pretty exciting. I had something that I could put my energy into and be passionate about because health is really important to me. And the fact that I could share that opportunity with other people like me that were young and like wanting something more out of life and wanting to dream again. And also that I could help people with their health. It was pretty win-win for me. And now 2 years down the track, I literally work 2 days a week in my job as a youth worker. And the rest of the time I just work from home with my boyfriend. We go, like this afternoon we went for a bike ride, did a little bit of work while we were out. Like working is literally playing on social media, chatting to people, making friendships. And that's work. And we kind of do it as we do life now. So life's changed a lot this month. Like I'm making more in this business than I am in my job, which is amazing. I think over $5,000 this month, which is super exciting. And $5,000 a month is pretty life-changing when you think about it. Like if you made $5,000 next month, if an extra $5,000 hit your bank account, like imagine what you could do with that. if it was hitting your bank account every month, imagine that. Like, it's incredible. You know, even an extra $500 or $1,000 a month is life-changing. So I'm so thankful for this business and everything it's done for me and my life. And I'll be sharing it with everyone, because I think everyone could use more health and more financial freedom in their lives. So I'm going to pass back to Benny, and he's going to close out the event.
Woo! Oh, man, you're absolutely killing it. Thank you so much for every speaker, and shot to Bao, who just hit SSC. You're a legend, man. So I'm going to keep it really short, guys, to wrap it up. I'm not going to tell my story at the end, but just to briefly say that thankfully I've earned over $30,000 part-time from this business now. I've traveled all around the world, which I never thought I'd do, being a little broke Kiwi boy from New Zealand, and it's been amazing fun. But I know when you see a business like this, you often have a lot of questions, because it's so different, right? It's so different to what we're taught at school. You know, we're taught to get a job, or we're taught to go to university, and this is totally different. I know that there's a lot of skepticism sometimes, because my beautiful fiance was the #1 hater in this business. #1 you'd ever meet. She wouldn't even look at me if I talked about this business. I'm serious, guys. And you heard her talk about the product. She absolutely loves it now. And you know what? She just got her questions answered. So all I'd say is, if this does interest you, I'd reach out to the person who invited you and just ask the questions, man. Like, no, we're not going to ask you your credit card. Like, no, we're not going to try and sell you. It's for you or it's not, and it's cool either way. And I guess to wrap it up, the reason why it's so different from school is because if you notice that in school, we're actually taught to look for a career. We're not taught to look for a life. And I think that's one of the saddest things that happens in this world today. And I'm telling you, getting paid 3 ways, guys. Getting paid 1 way, that gets you a living. Getting paid 3 ways, that'll get you a life. Like, we're the example. It's happening for us. And most of us are under 30, man. I'm pretty sure all of us are. Like, we're killing it. It's epic fun. Like, we're not like serious businessmen. You don't have to wear a suit to fly business class around here. We're just all about having a good time, meeting epic people, and making cool money along the way. And we make it all from these little bad boys so we can travel around the world. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for jumping on. Again, we do this every Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. New Zealand time and 6:30 p.m. Queensland, Australian time. If you do know anyone who would love this opportunity or would just like to take a look, just, I guess, pass them along to this. But if you want to have a go, I'd say reach out to the person who invited you and ask how to invite people, okay? Because I know we get excited and we're like, oh my God, you got to join us, Juice Plus thing. It was crazy epic. I jumped on this live event and like I just got told there was heaps of money and there was stories, and they're going to be like, whoa, man, crazy. So just chill, reach out to the person, learn how to do it, and hope you had a damn beautiful Wednesday night. I love being on these events. Thank you so much for jumping on. I'm going to put it off record.